Welcome to the special edition of the UFA NHL 2024 with the hockey coach, Coach Franchise, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing great Monday, July 1st, 2024. Happy Canada Days for the people living in Canada. It's a holiday in Canada and USA will be on July 4th. So this is the week where everybody is going to celebrate their Independence Day and USA. This is the time now today to give away money to different players in NHL. You can see below me at the bottom, I gave you some update in NHL. And during the show, I'm going to bring you here, guys, if it works, on this specific location of the Cap Friendly to give you a little bit more the update of the new signature in NHL. So try to give you a little bit more all the update we got for you guys today. What's going on around the league. It's funny for me because I have a difficult time to understand the player already have a contract before the UFA market is open up. It's like how they can talk with the players when they are not UFA yet, but they have an agreement already. So it's the NHL. It's a strange league at some point. It is what it is at the end of the day, honestly. But everybody look have already an agreement. So what we do, guys, before we start the UFA at 12 p.m., we already have many contracts officially done deal. Chicago example with Teravainen. The deal is done, but the UFA market is not open yet. This is where I don't understand sometimes the NHL. But it looked like it worked that way anyway. So I'm not going to complain about everything. But Chicago is really active already. They got Teravainen as a UFA. And they are going to add more with the other players coming with the team. Bertuzzi is another player they're targeting today to be with the team. San Jose Sharks looking for Tyler Toffoli. It looked like Stamkos out the Tampa Bay Lightning. Really interesting, guys, the way the Julien Brisebois run his team. No hard feeling over there. They go what they think is the best. They sign Jake Guentzel, year 9 point something million per year for a 7-year contract for Guentzel. So you have a lot of movement in NHL. We're going to go briefly what's going on for the next hour. We're not going to stay live here until 3-4 o'clock afternoon. We don't expect too much about Montreal Canadiens, but Montreal Canadiens announced the departure of the assistant coach Alex Burrows. Burrows had been with the Montreal Canadiens for over 3 years, was in charge about the power play. But now this is not fire Alex Burrows. Alex Burrows decided to leave the Montreal Canadiens to take care about his family. So it looks like it's a private situation for Alex Burrows. He's going to keep and stay in the Montreal Canadiens job for that. So it will be around the Montreal Canadiens, but not as an assistant coach. They open up to have a new assistant coach for the Montreal Canadiens in the future. He's going to be in charge of the power play. Many fans for the Montreal are complaining about Alex Burrows. He believe he was not the right coach for the power play. Now, we'll see with the new assistant coach, the Montreal Canadiens power play will be a little bit better for what the expectation of Montreal Canadiens. Overall, Montreal Canadiens announced also the development camp start tomorrow and will be on the ice Wednesday. But this is I have a difficult time to understand. Without Mezar, without Lane Hudson, without Dimitrov, without Mayu is not there. And I missed one other prospect for the Montreal Canadiens is not there. Cannot remember. So it's a really strange development. Now you're going to see many prospects for the Montreal Canadiens draft a couple of days ago, like Michael Edge. You're going to see Thorpe, Logan Sawyer, Jacob Fuller will be there, by the way, for the Montreal Canadiens. So overall, this is happening for the Montreal Canadiens. How Montreal Canadiens are going to be active today? How they're going to sign players in the market? We'll see. Another direction, the Chicago Blackhawks rebuilding and the San Jose Sharks rebuilding, but then they signed UFA to go around, example like around Connor Bedard. The San Jose bring some player like Tyler Toffoli, example, to go around Silly Brunet and Will Smith. Montreal Canadiens, they go to other direction. They decide to not go on the UFA at all. And they already have some kind of player like Gallagher, Anderson, veteran player with the Montreal Canadiens. And they let go Toffoli, Lekonen, everyone. And then after that, they sign player like for 1 year contract, like Monahan, example. They signed Tanner Pearson for 1 year for that. So two different philosophy in NHL. And not say Montreal is good or bad. I don't say San Jose is good or bad. But you can see how the Montreal Canadiens are. They are not targeting any UFA at some point. I didn't see their name on the different rumor around Montreal Canadiens, but more Montreal Canadiens may be on the conversation with a player like Shane Pinto announced today he wants to get out Ottawa Senator. The Boston Bruins is another team, and the New York Islanders is another team are targeting. So another rumor around the NHL right now. And you're going to get, of course, the next 6 minutes, the open market for the UFA. We're going to give you a little bit more what's going on left and right. And I'm going to carry on this for the next 60 minutes and 90 minutes around the NHL. Every team right now, they try to fill up their hole at different location. We know Sam Reinhart signed a new contract, an extension, 8 years contract with the Florida Panthers. This is another situation. People said, oh, the Florida team will get better. But this is where it's an NHL. I don't see any team in Canada can win the Stanley Cup. Why? Because look about the Florida Panthers. To pay Sam Reinhart the same amount he got. I think he got like 8.627 or something like that, right? So to give him $65 million guy in Canada, example in Montreal Canadiens, you have to add a 40% more on the salary cap for Reinhart to play with the Montreal Canadiens. So with the Montreal Canadiens, Sam Reinhart have to be approximately $11 million to $11.5 million to get the same kind of money he makes with the Florida Panthers at the end when he paid the tax in Canada versus the tax in Florida. This is how it works now in NHL. Until they don't fix that problem, it would be very hard for any team in Canada to be on the same level with the team in USA. Example like Vegas have zero tax over there. Dallas, Nashville, those team does not pay a lot of tax. So this is where it's going on around NHL. Again, I'm not complaining. I'll just give you the reality behind that. I'm going to make a video the next couple of days to give you approximately all the players sign a contract today. If they will sign with the Montreal Canadiens, the value equal with the Montreal Canadiens. Like if they sign a contract $9 million with the Vegas Golden Knights, what it would be the amount if they will sign the same contract with the Montreal Canadiens? So that's happening tonight, guys. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. For me, it's tonight. It's about 11 p.m. here in Thailand. You guys, at 12 o'clock p.m. We have a few people in the chat tonight. Patrick Lawide is in the house. Patrick, hopefully you're doing well. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Hopefully you're doing good. France to beat Belgium. Julien Wiseman-Vizna is in the house. Head coach for the Rockets. TH, welcome in the house. Welcome back. Hopefully doing well. You have an amazing great day. Next show will be the right time. Francois for the Montreal Canadiens. I would take Nicolas Heller with the ad always like him. Great space, great skater, Nicolas Heller. Problem is a little bit prone injury whatsoever. Have a good. He didn't miss many games last season. The year prior to that, the last 2 years, he was pretty good. It's a guy who can score 20, 25 goals as a winger. I still believe the Jet will keep Heller. They will see what happened with Monahan and Toffoli. If both of them leave the Jet, look like Monahan is going to get a 5-year contract from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Interesting to hear that. John Gregor from Boston back in the house tonight. If Tyler Perry really worth $5.5 million for 4 years, Mark. But what he brings on the game, Mark, is a little bit of physicality. I know he don't have a great year with the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's a kind of the players that you like to have on the second line. I believe it can bring you some kind of the physicality also around the team. So this is another player we have to set. Hughes beat the coach at the low tax USA state have a measure build an advantage. I agree about that. Vegas has no respect for players. I didn't talk about the situation with the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas Golden Knights guys look like they let go Marchessault. For that, look like they have no agreement between. Marchessault, his name is report with the Nashville Predator, and the Nashville Predator tried to get three players: Stamkos, Marchessault, and Sekech for the Canadian Hurricane. So Nashville Predator have a ton of money. We'll be interested what they're going to do with that players. But again, there's something we're going to give you more update left and right. Capital C to age area tax rate is the southern turn have a lower cap because they don't spend on tax so much at the north. Exactly about that, the age. Toffoli signed a 4 years contract, guys, with the San Jose Sharks. Really interesting to hear that for Toffoli decide to go in California. I don't know the amount per year. And then the Devils is another team for Marchessault, but I don't see how they can get that kind of players at them with the money they have now to offer. We'll be able to see if he get that check run to the Caps for nothing. Cap flips for the Senator. Wow. Monto signed a contract of 7 years at $7.1 million with the Seattle Kraken. Patrick Lawhite keep pushing every news left and right. $6 million, guys. With the San Jose Sharks by Tyler Toffoli. Confirmed. Wow. $6 million for Tyler Toffoli, guys. We'll see what's going on here on this cap-friendly website. Sam Lafferty signed a 1-year contract on this one. Let's see here on my next, right there. Get this one over there too. On this one, Jordan Martinook signed a 3 year contract, $3 million per year with the Canadian Hurricanes. So Martinook stay with them. Toffoli, guys, 4 years at $6 million. Lafferty leave the Vancouver Canucks to go with the Buffalo Sabres, a 2 year contract at $2 million for the Buffalo Sabres and Sam Lafferty. That Danev will get a more $4.5 million concerning all the team interested in him. Mark, the reason behind that, Danev is 34 years old, so he get a longevity of the contract 6 years. That will bring him at 40 years old, Mark. And that's the reason behind that. He got that kind of contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. So they don't want to give, that give them a little bit more, some kind of the freedom to sign more players on the salary cap for that. That's the reason Mark happening about this. They are and signed $6 million for Toffoli, Francois. But the reason behind that, Toffoli scored 30 goals and 28 goal average every year. I think it's a bit more hard on that one, but we'll see what could happen on that one, Francois. I think this is an open eyes for the team want to get Toffoli. Someone, Montreal Canadiens fans would love to have Toffoli, but the player Toffoli, I think at $6 million will be too much expensive for the Montreal Canadiens to that kind of players. LDP, welcome back. Of course, Sam Lafferty. With them, Patrick announced que Stamkos, Marchessault, and Nashville both. Yes, they talk about a Sekech also. Patrick could be over there. Mark, it was my deal for, I think, $5 million will be the maximum for Toffoli. Toffoli, since he left the Montreal Canadiens, after he stopped with the Los Angeles Kings, go to Vancouver, Vancouver to Montreal, Montreal go to Calgary, Calgary to Devils, Devils now with the Winnipeg Jet. Now he's going to be San Jose. That's another traveler player. So we know he married a French-Canadian woman in Canada. Chick run to the Washington Capitals. Another great signature for them. A signature that play around them, Julien. about that Chikron trade to the Washington Capitals. I don't know what is the officially the deal overall, but Adam Glass is having a better career with a Nashville coach. He's really struggled Adam this year for him, and this is where I believe they need to figure out something. The year before that, he had a really good year, but with the new coach, he was held to scratch a lot. And I don't know, it could be very difficult for him. Alex Martinez to the Blackhawks. Yeah, Martinez, honestly, it was, he's 36 years old right now. He's at the end of his career. This is a great place for him to play with the Chicago Blackhawks. They already have Zed John, Koczynski, Vlasic. To put him over there, I think that's a good deal overall for associate coach Marchessault and sa coach Marchessault only 27.5 for 5 years. That gave him a 5 years contract, $5.5 million approximately for Marchessault, guys. Very interesting to have that deal with that. So he get honestly long deal. Try to get a little bit more here. So we're going to see here what happening here. We have a new update from the Cap Friendly. Stolar has signed with the Toronto Maple Leaf, guys. Whoa, Stolar is going to be with the Toronto Maple Leaf. Alex Martinez signed a 1-year contract, $4 million, guy, with the Chicago Blackhawks. Interesting to see that, for sure. And then Jonathan Marchessault signed a 5 years contract at $5.5 million for them with the Nashville Predator. We're going to get this right here. And that's where you get, guys, the new information here for the what's going on in NHL. No more if Mark Toffoli get more commercial. So what a joke. It's not just signing Stamkos, but is this about the age, right? Marchessault, guys, is at 33. Toffoli is at 32. 1 year difference for sure. And think about this. Marchessault scored over 40 goals last year, by the way. Dewsbury, Nashville, good talent, but a lot of term and money to old guys. Well, I don't. But I know they have Rand O'Reilly, so I can understand you, Dewsbury, about this. Now they trade Rand McDonald to get out of that. They are OZ. They give money to Saros. If you put this all together, I think there will be. I said you're not wrong about this. They still get money for Peter Forsberg and Novak signing a new contract. It's a thing if they get Marchessault Stamkos, that will increasing the talent on the offensive side of the game, for sure. Is Ascaros available at this moment, Mark? I don't think so. He is. I don't see why the Predator are going to trade him right away. I think they will wait for the right opportunity for that. And nothing wrong to be Ascaros as a backup number 2. And remember, guys, the goaltender now in NHL carrying over 60 game. It's not happening a lot anymore. So if Saros can get 50, 55 game, you can give 30, 30 game, 35 game to Ascaros at a young age until maybe the next 4 years. I think that's maybe the Nashville will try to go with that direction, but we'll see what could happen. I don't see him on the market yet. We got Hugo on the Montreal to save us from this madness. That's a good deal for Marchessault. No sign of it. Yeah, I agree with you about this. Ottawa sent Chikron package coach. Yeah, Ottawa, I don't know why they gave Chikron out. Maybe they're going to get a defenseman on the market that open up $4.5 million. That money could be now for Shane Pinto. But we'll see what happening about that. I don't know the deal, what happening between both of them. At this price, I don't expect us to make any deal today, Mark. But this you big name, it pop up right. I'm shocked to see Alex Martinez to get a $4 million, by the way. Yeah, Adam, but for Stone, the problem is like you never know what could happen for him. Um, but because of his injury, I think they will keep him around for sure. But another player guy, Elias Langholm, I feel like where is going to be his destination? His name is really go with the Boston Bruins. Boston Bruins quiet so far. Did not hear anything for the Boston Bruins yet. I know they are targeting for Elias Langholm. We have to build a farm an interior and save our money for our own guys. We'll make good a trade, maybe add a UFA leader is it makes sense. It could happen that way. Dewsby, Montreal could looking for a players to maybe secondary from Montreal Canadiens. But I said for me, they want to helping them, but I don't see what could happen. Here we go, guys. We have a couple of new contract happening right now, guys, in NHL. Here we go. Now we have OEL signed with a Toronto Maple Leaf guy. Wow. 4 years contract OEL with a Toronto Maple Leaf. And Matt Arroy. Wow, a lot of action left and right, guys, for the NHL right now. We're going to go back here. I'm going to delete this part over there. And we'll see what we get here. OEL got a 4 years contract at $3.5 million from the Toronto Maple Leaf. Then Matt Arroy is going to be with the Washington Leaf, the Los Angeles Kings, signed a 7 year contract at $5.5 million, guys. Matt Arroy. We're going to get now, after that, Brett Pesci for the Canada Hurricane. Right defenseman signed with New Jersey Devil. Was just a question of time. 6 year contract at $5.5 million. If you think about this, guys, Monto get more money at Pesci and he get more money at Matt Arroy. Manta now he's going to be with the Calgary Flames, signing a 1 year contract at $3.5 million. Stolar joined the Toronto Maple Leaf, 2 years contract at $2 million. And this is the last update we got in NHL, guys. This is the crazy time of the July 1st in NHL. The team tried to get their fill out their situation, their hole in the lineup. David Perron, Julien Brisebois, Thierry Perron, Sen, Patrick McAvoy on the triple contract. 7 years for him. Very interesting about this for them. Roy played a secondary role with the Los Angeles Kings. The Kings, after they lost Jersey, now they lost Matt Arroy, they lost Alec Martinez a couple of years ago. Very interesting situation with the Kings. What's going on with the break? I don't understand his move. A lot of questionable there. Mark Elliott for sure. We know Edvardson is now on the UFA market. This player we're going to target a little bit later. But again, the news open up for the last 12 minutes, and you can see big money left and right so far. And NHL, it's crazy. I cannot believe it. What's going on in NHL right now? We got right now OEL is the last player. No other update around the league at this moment, guys. And Perron is going to Ottawa. Some like N26. Interesting, N26. Welcome, everybody. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. We are a little bit here for approximately 1 hour, 90 minutes, just to see what's going on around the league. About that, Moto got a contract. It looked like Stamkos have a 4 years contract with the National. I see $8 million. I don't know if someone can confirm that one. We know Patrick talked about Stamkos, but I did not see. I just see the really quickly an update, but I'm not confirmed yet. Jonathan Drouin is also set up to get a contract with the Boston Bruins. Interesting to see that what Drouin is going to rebound. Perron is going to Ottawa from N26. This is the most NHL organization don't know what they are doing, giving that way too much money, Francois. But Francois, this is the market, right, of everywhere. It look like it's confirmed the Boston Bruins signed Elias Lindholm and Nikita Zadorov. Wow. Two big fellows at the Vancouver Canucks during the push and the playoff. Elias Lindholm, ex-Calgary Flame, find a way to get now the Boston Bruins a real good center and the future, and they add big size on the left side of the Boston Bruins now to get Zadorov behind Lindholm. Again, I don't know the deal for both players, but this is going to be really interesting. The Boston Bruins guys, another team in the Atlantic Division, add more players on the roster. Toronto did it. They keep also Domi. Now they got OEL. They got Stolarz for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they got Chris Danev. This is the last couple of players I can mention to you for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Florida Panthers keep Sam Reinhart in the lineup. And Kulikov signed a contract with the team Florida. On the flip side, for the Boston Bruins, we just talked about Lindholm. Ottawa did not have any news so far what could happen with Ottawa Senators. Detroit is quiet. Buffalo signed only one player, Sam Lafferty. Everything we get more and more update, guys. We're going to give you more information around the NHL for sure. It looked like David Perron signed a 2 years contract at $4 million. Wow! Laurent Brossoit signed with the Chicago Blackhawks, got a 2 years contract at $3.3 million. What a crazy day, ladies and gentlemen. And NHL, let's see what happened here on the board. On that one, Greg Smith signed with the Chicago Blackhawks. 1 year contract at $1 million. Greg Smith played with the Dallas Stars during the playoff. And wow. This is going on, guys, in NHL. Give you the last update. David Perron signed a 2 years contract at $4 million by Ottawa. I can't understand what's going on with Ottawa Senators. Laurent Brossoit, maybe the best backup number 2 goalies, now signed a contract of 2 years at $3.3 million with Chicago Blackhawks. Satisfied the position of the goaltender on that one. You go doing great at winning this crazy mat market. Sechek is at Nashville too. Too much money for Lindholm. For the past 2 seasons, Martinez did not play a full season. Yes, Adam, unfortunately for Martinez, did not play the same level for sure. On that one. Cole, did you know Reinhart is still on Vegas payroll? Yeah, 1 more year, if I can recall it, Adam, for them, $5 million. Good for Bonsoir, but that's a lot for backup. Now, on the session mark, if you think about this, Merechek carrying a contract at $3.5 million, if I can recall it properly. We know that he was not very happy about the performance of Soderblom last year. So to get Bonsoir, both goaltender can play 40 games, and we know Merechek, guys, is a bone injury. So at the end of the day, Brossoit could become number 1 over there. Brossoit never been at that level. For many years was a backup of Eddie Buck. Have a 1 year, he have a great year with the Vegas Golden Knights, but returned with the Winnipeg Jets. And now you can see now he's with Chicago. So for him, he's age 31 years old. This is good for him to make a couple of money. That opportunity he has right now. Thanks everybody to be a part of the show. On the last insane deal, what's the deal with Reinhart? Is done? Yeah, honestly, Mark, is done. This is just going to be same way for more years. One more year, there will be the end of Reinhart and NHL. 5 years was a sticking point for Marchessault and the Vegas Golden Knights. But interesting about this, Adam, I think the money came for them to get Thomas Hurdle over Marchessault, Adam, and they feel like he's younger and he can bring a bit more on the table. Not getting power play time and the playoff was a good up point for Marchessault. That's the point behind that. behind everything. I think another player struggled a bit is Barbashev. His role diminished during this year playoff compared to was in the past. And it will be interesting what Bruce Cassidy is going to do for the next. Can the Vegas going to get Tarasenko example? I need to have to fill up a spot now for Marchessault. Martinez, not necessarily. They have Noah Hannifin. And they trade Logan Thompson to the Washington Capital this week. So now it will be interesting what it will be the goaltender them for the Vegas Golden Knight. Marco, welcome back in the house today. Great again. What a great, excited UFA market so far. And the first, Young Cole signed a contract, guys, with the Utah. A 1 year contract at $3.1 million, the defenseman. Then Noah Gregor played with the Toronto Maple Leafs last year, signed a contract 1 year with Ottawa. And then Jason Zucker now signed with the Buffalo Sabres, guys, a 1 year at $5 million. $5 million for Jason Zucker. Eric Comrie, ex-Buffalo Sabres, now going to play with the Winnipeg Jets as a backup and take the spot of Laurent Brossoit. Guys, I'm shocked. Jason Zucker get $5 million for the Buffalo Sabres. I don't know. LDP. I agree, Ottawa. Looking like another tour along with the terrible Yak and Chuck selection. Patrick, Nashville and Washington just spending money. Neither team would be true contender for the cup. We got the cap, LDP contender. Go Buffalo, go LDP. I don't understand that. Can I have $5 million for 1 year? Okay, coach. Adam, I agree with you. Chikron was a poison in Ottawa. They are a Zucker born every minute. Mark, we got the room. Wow, LDP, where? But why to give the money to a 33 years old LDP? This is the same thing they did last year. They gave the money to Eric Johnson and they gave the money to Clifton. Both of them play on the third pairing. That's not how the way you do that. It's like Jason Zucker guy is going to be a third line. You remove the money of Skinner, $9 million, and you take they put him on the buyout for 6 years, and then you're going to take that money to get Jason Zucker? Guys, with all the respect I have to Zucker, right? Zucker have a great career in NHL. I can understand that, right? When he played with the Minnesota Wild. But guys, last year he had 14 goals in NHL, 32 points. And we gave him $5 million. We have Josh Anderson. I don't get it. I hope the best for the Buffalo Sabres and Jason Zucker. But I don't see that opportunity for me. Um, Zadorov signed a 6 year contract, guys. I got that one here, guys. Zadorov, Festival of the Money left and right. Patrick Maroon signed with the Chicago Blackhawks a 1 year deal with them. Jacob Slavin signed a contract with Carolina, an 8 year extension for Slavin. Guys, wow. At $6.46 million per year for them. Zadorov, guys, signed a 6-year contract at $5 million for Zadorov. Teravainen signed a 3 years contract at $5.4 million. Monto, we already know, $7 million at 7 year at $7.1 million, guys. That's what we got so far. And Patrick Maroon, at least $6 million for him, Francois. Better for the Montreal next year. Addison, nice thing for the others if he can stay healthy. Are we going to see more contract buyout in the future? We've been finish is à la carte, Patrick. Teravainen, very good contract at Chicago, only 3 years. Cancelled completely better, very well. Biggest mistake made on this day. Manta was never going to pay back on Vegas. Yes, Adam, definitely agree with you about this one over there. Monahan get a 5 year contract with the Columbus Blue Jacket at $5.5 million. Monahan signed a 5 year contract. Is not done yet on the cap friendly, but that the name was on the rumor Marco to get there. Thanks again for the likes. No Monahan at 5.5. No way, Francois Pitt. Many fans would like to get Monahan. Some of them was willing to spend 5 years for Monahan, but at $5.5 million, I don't know. A little bit risky for me. I would maybe deal a 2 years contract, 3 years contract. For that, Addison get a contract of $4 million with Edmonton Oilers. Addison left the Kings. Again, the Kings right now are very quiet on the market. And they lost now Addison. And they lost also Matt Roy. They trade Shane Walker during the summer. Really new way Rod Blank managed his Dawson Kings in the last 2 years. Patrick mentioned the best deal so far, Marchessault, Teravainen, Lindholm, and Duchesne are the best deal today. I like the Duchesne deal. Now, the Marchessault guys are $5.5 million, 5 years. Really interesting on that one. I'm not sure it's a good deal a long term. I wish they could get him at 4 years. Like Adam said, the Vegas was a bit surprised. Charakovich signed a 1 year, a 5 years contract, guys, at $5.7 million with the Calgary Flame. Charakovich signed a 5 years contract, guys, at $5.7 million with them. Sekel's got a 7 year contract, 7 year at $7 million. I think it's Nashville, USB. Never thought there will be so many signing and for so much money. Hope we stay out of this. Concentrate on the trade letter. But you know, last year, guys, it was over 117 signature. The year before that, it was 134 signature. So expect over 100 signature in the next couple of days in July. Money at 5.5 is a good deal. But if you look about what Toffoli got and other players get, it's not a bad deal. And like you said, I think, Patrick, this is a great way to helping the Fantilli, to helping the Lindstrom, Zellinger, Ken Johnson, to surround Monahan inside of that team. And this is a great way to do that. We know Canada would try to trade Patrick Laney at some point during the season, during the off season. How the app model themselves after Tampa Bay and Vegas be ruthless and don't sign guys over 30 years old to long-term deal. Have to be ruthless to win. No more Gallagher. Yeah. Now, to see that, remember, guys, what I said to you 2 months ago at the end of the April. I said to you guys, the Montreal Canadiens are not going to be better next year. And people say, oh, yeah, they're going to be better. They're going to get 85 points, 90 points. They'll maybe make the playoff. Not going to happen, guys. The roster is going to be same. The Harvey Pinard, the Pesada, the Jake Evans, the Christian DeWolrack, the Josh Anderson, the Gallagher. They are all going to be at the bottom six. That's it. That's all. So for the Montreal Canadiens, when you see a Boston get Zadorov to get Lane home, Florida, they win the Stanley Cup. They have the 90% of their lineup will be the same. So at the end, until the Montreal Canadiens does not find a way to change the roster, not going to go nowhere. And that's okay with me. They need to get another NHL draft between 5 to 10 next year to finalize the rebuild completely next year. They would be better, not playoff thought. Going to Boston, not a conference, it would inflict their system. Great point, A2. DeBrusque to the Canucks. Interesting about that one. 7 years for 5.5 for Jake DeBrusque. We know Vancouver Canucks lost a couple of pieces of the puzzle. Langholm, one of them. They lost Sam Laferdi a little bit earlier. They lost Zadorov. And now to get that plus, I think that's a great way to do this. People are excited. Coach, don't win with the reality. No. I don't win anything, guys. You're funny, A2. You make me smile at the end of the day. Yakov Drenin signed with the Minnesota Wild, a 4 year contract at $3.5 million. Brandon Duhaime signed a 2 year contract at $1.8 million with the Washington Capitals. Monahan signed a 5 years at 5.5 with the Columbus. Victor Edson signed with the Edmonton Oilers a 2 year contract at $4 million. This is a good deal. I think this is a good move for the Oilers to fit the Edmonton on the top six. William Carrier, left winger, signed with the Carolina Hurricane, guys. This is a great spot for him. A 6 year contract at $2 million, guys. William Carrier. We know William Carrier played with the Vegas Golden Knights for many years at the bottom four line. He brings physicality. This is a great fit. This is the kind of player Robert Rainbow likes, like Matt Snook. I feel this is a good deal for William Carrier about that. I agree with you. And Matt Murray stay with the leave management. They not know what they're doing. 3 backup on the snow starter. Patrick said terrible DeBrusque deal. DeBrusque got what again? I think he scored 25, 27 goals last year. We are not on the right track, guys. Stay on the course. Down good deal. One of the rare guy you can sign to long term, Marco. LDP, Zucker, Wacom, and Buffalo. 2 years ago, you could have ran money in for $20, Francois Pitt. Now only 2 original players on the Vegas team for 2017, Adam. Really interesting to see that, right? Adam, only 2 players when they get that expansion team still with the Buffaloes, with the Vegas Golden Knights. Wow. Tony DeMarc, welcome back. Oh, don't forget guys, to click on the likes. Oui, mon Tony, c'est le temps des célébrations de Noël Holidays in NHL. 5.5, 7 years for DeBrusque. It's not a bad contract if you think about this. DeBrusque scored 25 goals the last couple of years in NHL. I think he would be on top six over there. He's going to play a specific role. Stamkos signed 8 years, $8 million per year, guys, for 4 years. Stamkos joined the Nashville Predator, guys. It's confirmed in NHL now. Um, wow. Stamkos with yellow jersey. Interesting to see that. So Tampa Bay get Guentzel for Stamkos. They get McDonough for Sergachev. They get younger as a winger, but they get older on the defensive side game. Well, that's my problem in 26 about the Buffalo. They buy out Skinner to get Zucker. I don't know. With Stamkos, 5.5 for 27 years old for Nebraska. Stamkos, Marchessault, Forsberg, Ozzy on power play. And O'Reilly. Well, it depends, Adam. I think you have you can move now. Erdol play on the top with Eichel. Now you can add Barbashev at some point. I think they're missing a piece of the puzzle for sure. I think, like you said, Tarasenko could be a good player. At 26, Sergachev is overrated, average only about 4.6 per season. A great team. He will struggle in Utah. Maybe Marco, I can set back from terrible to a doubtful. If he was that good, Boston would out the hold on him. Who is going to pass the puck in Nashville? Ryan O'Reilly? I really like Novak over there, Marco. As Nick Chess been signed yet, going to be expensive. The way things are going, Mark, he did not for him, Mark, yet. They are not honestly N26 Utah, but you have Schmalz, you have Keller, Guentzel, guys. Dylan Guentzel. I think this is going to be a solid player in NHL. Um, Great point, Jordan, about that. I agree with you, Adam, about this players. Adam, about career. William Lagasson William signed a 1 year contract with the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit be quiet so far. Confirmed, guys. 7 year contract, guys, for Sekach for $7 million with the Nashville Predator. The Vancouver Canucks signed Kiefer Sherwood, took the spot honestly of the Lafferty. The Lesson Kings signed Joel Edmondson, ladies and gentlemen, signed a 4 year contract, guys, at $3.8 million. Joel Edmondson, 31 years old. They offer him a 4 year contract at 3.8. Matt Murray, goaltender with Toronto, signed a 1 year contract only at $800,000. Wow. Sergachev having 40 points without main power play time in Tampa. Adds a 20 point race. He play on every power play. Stuck behind Edmund and Tampa. Amundsen always injured Julien. Yeah. I don't know. There's some deal that today. I'm really shocked to see that. Confirmed, guys, that Elias Langholm signed with the Boston Bruins, a 7 year contract at $7.75 million. Danton Hennon played with the Boston Bruins, signed a contract 2 years, guys, at $2.2 million with the Vancouver Canucks. I like Hennon. I like this guy that can play on the bottom six. He can jump in on the offensive side of the game sometime. So I think at 28 years old, that's a small risk for the Vancouver Canucks. Tarasenko would add a scoring on the wing. Yep. Edmondson, Bergevin influencer. Julien. On that one, I difficult. I would like to see a 3-4 years for formula for Tarasenko with the Habs. At 33 years old, I would not like to get Tarasenko with the Montreal Canadiens. Don't need that kind of players for Montreal Canadiens. Montreal Canadiens had to focus on Martin Necas. Had to focus on Roger. We'll call him Roger McCarty for the Winnipeg Jets. Montreal looking for Ken Johnson with the Columbus Blue Jacket. Montreal could fill up players during the trade during the summer, but look like right now, nothing will happen with the Montreal today. And 26, yeah. Montreal Canadiens get Barry Boulet. Wow. Interesting. Marco, Barry Boulet. Michael Amadio and Chandler Stephenson. I think Vegas guy would love to keep Chandler Stephenson, in my opinion, Adam. I'm not sure about Amadio. No words about them around the NHL. I didn't see that. But Jen Mark with Edmonton Oilers is on the market. We have also Samsonov. Did not find nowhere to go yet. But Patrick, the Russian players, like he speak very well. They speak very well English. He can speak English. I don't think so. It's like Montreal did not get a Slovakia player to go around Sarkozy. Patrick Sarkozy find a way to be around with Montreal. I don't see that necessity for Dimitrov. Yes, Julien, Barry Boulet, he was exactly from the Tampa Bay Lightning. KLS, welcome back, KLS. Long time, Mr. KLS. What's going on with you? I know you got busy at some point the last couple of weeks. I believe KLS is a big fan of Detroit Red Wings. Very quiet today. What do you think, KLS, of the Carolina Hurricane after the last Petche, Sekech, and Terevanen? They gave a contract at long term to Slavin. They lost also Guentzel. I don't know what Canada is going to do right now. No name to find so far. Or bien, very interesting where they're going to go, Adam, yet they did not find anyone. Uh, think about Edgewood with a dollar star, Adam. I don't say he will, but look that maybe that deal could happen for them. Kevin Stanlon signed with Utah. Stanlon was a part of the four line for the Florida Panthers. The number 82 signed a 2 year contract at $2 million. Stanlon now is a new member of the Utah. Montreal Canadiens signed Alex Barry Boulet, a 1 year deal at 7.35. Uh, Interesting about that. One way, guys. Wow. Montreal Canadiens lose a contract for Alex Boulet. Barry Boulet. Ouch. I don't get it. I don't get that one. $775,000. A 1 week contract for Barry Boulet. It's not about Laval Rocket right now. So with the Montreal Canadiens. Interesting to see what could happen with Pesara. And honestly, he took the job at Islandon. Wow. I don't get that one. Kenneth, 7 contract is great. Was open, they would be able to keep Guentzel. I agree with you, Kenneth. I love the contract of 7. We'll see, Patrick. They are not all cush kicking. Are there any free agent next year? Uh, yes, A2, they have a lot of good players next season, by the way. Dwayne stay with the Color Avalanche. Great to hear that, Marco. Jonathan Drouin. Stay with that. Kevin Connington still exists. He's still playing in NHL. Signed with Utah, a 2 week contract at 1.75. Francois Pitt, yep. 1 year contract, yes, A2. Mark, Barry Boulet is really oriented. Like, for me, Barry Boulet reminds me a lot of Charles Hudon. Those kind of player guys, now you don't have a little bit more a little bit better career in NHL. But Barry Boulet guy is all about offensive side of the game. He's really good on the offensive side. He can put a puck in the net, but obviously he's a small player and he's limited between a four-line liner in NHL or an American Hockey League. Not much to tell you more about that one for him. Honestly, he have a good career junior, but never reach his full potential. Uh, Good skater, good. You have a good speed, good hands, good vision. The hockey sense is there. The hockey offensive side is there, but at the end, honestly, not much. They make it 1 week, so it does not get taken on waiver. Smart move. 1 year contract for Dwayne. 1 year contract, Marco. Many of these general managers have no clue to run business, control their spending. Pittsburgh very quiet so far. If you think about team did not do any move, Islanders, Pittsburgh, Montreal with Barry Boulet, Detroit, quiet so far. Colorado get only Drouin back. Winnipeg, quiet. Nashville, Minnesota, Maybe one, not much for Minnesota. Utah very active. Anaheim quiet so far. San Jose got Toffoli. They need a backup number two. Maybe Samsonov go there. Detroit has some money to spend. A two, agree with you. Patrick, Montreal are looking. Yeah, that's the way I see that, Patrick, obviously. We'll see what we got here so far. Finally, guys, we have a couple of news. Kent Talbot, goaltender, signed with the Detroit Red Wings. 3 years contract at $2.5 million. Talbot, 36 years old, leave the Los Angeles Kings. Brandon Dillon, signed with the New Jersey Devils, guys. Wow. A 3 years contract at $4 million, guys. We know what Dillon brings, physicality of the game. This is a great signature. New Jersey guys are going to have a really interesting lineup next year for them. You're right about this, KLS. Mark, you're right about Dubas. Yes, KLS, they got him. On a baril de, de poulet. You Mark, you're absolutely about that. Really interesting, guys. The New Jersey Devils. Here, the defensemen, guys. Pesce, Dillon, Sengat Daller, Luke Hughes, Simo Demek. You have to add Kovacevic. Then they have Doug Hamilton, defenseman, also with them. The goaltender, Max Strom and Jake Allen. As the forward, they have Meyer, Hughes, Bratt, Ershire, Palat, Eric Ola, Lazar, Paul Cutter is with them now. And then you have Dawson Mercer at the RFA. It's happened also with Guentzel, guys. If you look about a contract of Guentzel, most of the money is on signature bonus. Um, he get like so he kept like $1 million per year, but he gave him like $12 million for the first year signature bonus. Marco, I agree with you about that. He's only 27 years old and 26, so he's going to be only 34 years old. 5.5, if he can score 25 goals, he's going to play on the first line. The number could be there with Peterson and Brozer. Yeah, Washington get Matt Arroy earlier. Great, Adam. I think Pavel Torofiev. This is Adam, a player I would love to get with Montreal Canadiens. He's a big winger. He didn't have not many opportunities, in my opinion, to play with the Vegas Golden Knights. I think he could be a really solid top nine with the team. Adam, I really like this kid for that. If you look about is since 2018, DeBrusque, 27 goal, 20 goal. We forget the COVID. 25 goal, 27 goal. This year, he dropped at 20 goal. So he have an average about 23, 24 goal. And NHL, he produces approximately between 40 to 50 points per year. Josh Anderson make $5.5 million. I think the money is pretty good for the Nebraska. Now, I can understand N26, your point of view about 7 years, but at the end of the day, um, Jonathan Drouin signed a $2.5 million. Matt Duchene signed a contract of $3 million, like we mentioned to you. And now the Stolars were the Toronto Maple Leafs. A2, you look like Mark, you're absolutely right about that. Barry Boulet been always a great hockey player in American hockey. Like I mentioned to you guys, Barry Boulet, guys, you have a difficult time to keep his job in NHL. That's the problem with him. Wow. It's approximately, guys, 1 hour after the UFA, and you can see how many signatures so far in NHL. So far, you have 61 signatures. The total contract years is at 175. The contract total cap hit $187 million. The total contract dollars is $740 million, guys, at $795,000. That's what you got so far, guys. 187 million is only 61 players. Welcome. Nozek signed with the Flurry of the Thursday. I agree with you, Patrick, for Edson. Yes, Julien, exactly. For say Marco, they go with Wool and they go with Solards. Matt Murray is a backup. He can go send to the American Hockey League with the Marlins. Um, they don't satisfy as a goaltender number one. They look like they really believe Wool is the goaltender so far, Marco. And the way they do that, Marco, that gives them a bit more money to give in front of the net. Patrick, you're absolutely right about that. That's the kind of player, Patrick, you can use also on the second line if you need it. Exactly, Patrick. That's kind of situation A2. I think Barry Boulet have a better offensive side of the game, and RHB have is a better defensive side of the game. And Mr. Joe Pallet, I will sign Duclair next year. crop of the UFA is not good, or maybe Eleni or the young guy in Winnipeg cannot pronounce his name. I make Crowty. I don't pronounce his name. I just try it. Joe, but I can understand we talk about the same guy. I agree with you about this dude, about Jonathan Drouin at 2.5. 5 years contract for Marchessault at 5.5 with the Predator, guys. Interesting to see that. Marco, yeah, of course. Keles, Barthez with Teravainen, right? They got Martinez. They got Pat Maroon. Chicago been really busy on the UFA. They got a goaltender also for them. So he put this together. KLS, I think Chicago try to rebuild a bit quicker, faster. And again, they will be at the bottom, but they're still better players around better. Joe Duclair was my prediction for the Montreal Canadiens UFA. What Anthony Duclair brings for the Montreal Canadiens, he brings speed. You can see, I'm surprised that Tampa Bay that name did not resign him yet. He finished very strong with the departure of the Stamkos. I know Guentzel will be there, but I think Duclair can fit very well on the top nine with Tampa Bay that name. You can bring him on the second line if you need to. With the Montreal Canadiens, I think it will be a good players for if something happened with the Montreal Canadiens, that would give a bit more leverage for the Montreal Canadiens now. Montreal Canadiens, worst case, to do exactly what he did in the past. Maybe wait for the team struggle to the upcoming season, the salary cap, to get a player with 1 year contract to make a trade to get also a first round pick or something like that, like they did with Monahan. Could happen. We'll see. Roger, like a dog, Greer. Roger. Rod, Rod, Rod Greer. Greer. So that was great speed, good answer. If we go sign with for 3 years, $2.5 million, Mark. Patrick, hope the best. A2, yes, Matt Roy got that kind of deal. Montreal Canadiens have Mac Madison for 2 years at $4.8 million. No, N26 did not sign, just the people talking about maybe. They still have a couple of players, guys. Chuckler Stephenson is still on the board for that. We'll see if he can go somewhere. Well, a couple of players now signed. Tyson Hosey signed with the Canada Hurricane, a 1 year contract at 7.35. Jake Bain signed with Calgary Flames. We know Bain was a Columbus Blue Jacket with the Canada Hurricane, signed a 2 year contract at $1.75 million. Thomas Nosek, ex-Boston Bruins, signed a contract with the Florida Panthers and the Canada Hurricane, 1 year deal at 7.75. One team did not do anything right now is the New York Rangers. Well, I think, Julien, if you don't want to spend too much money, you want to add at least a good top nine in your lineup. The way he play, I think he fit with the Montreal Canadiens. Is a great skater, and he brings some kind of quality on the offensive side of the game. If Joshua Roy does not work, example, but at least you have Duclair can play on the second line, but he can play on the third line. The problem is often, again, the bottom six of Montreal is full of players, and no one of them can play a second line. So if you can get Duclair, you need to be sure he plays on the second line. Now you have a new hook, Doc, and Joshua Roy. So They will have to open a spot, example, to trade Dvorak, Armia, Anderson, Gallagher, Peseda, Evans, or RHP. Kulikov is back with them. Yeah, Patrick, Stephenson, I mentioned him during a couple of weeks ago. The only thing I said, he's similar and you hook. Can get two players similar like them? We'll see. Kulikov is back, signing 4 years contract, Marco. Eagle, welcome back in the house. We did very well, honestly. One of the best top five NHL draft with Dimitrov and Michael Edge. Eagle, we got Cuivo and Sawyer, but honestly, just the fact we got Dimitrov is helping the Montreal Canadiens. Well, Mac, I think, you know, it will still be a second pairing defenseman. The value of his contract increasing for sure for Madison. I think Montreal, that's the reason they keep him for 1 more year. It will be interesting what he's going to do with him next year, Mark. I think he's still there. Oh my God, Eagle, congratulations, my friend. We are really proud of you. This is about when you go in that direction with anything in life about weight. People want to lose weight. The most important things, it's not about what you're doing, what you eat, what you do. It's about your mindset. The mindset is the most important things and the many different live adversity challenge you have. But the mindset eagle have to be there. And when it's there and nothing bother you, you have to follow the process. And when you love the process and you have small goal, right? The big goal is 150. But if you go only by small goal, 1 pound at a time, 3 pounds at a time, 5 pounds at a time, and you still inside with a great mindset to keep pushing every single day by consistency, by showing up, and to stay on the program and to not go around. And this is all about the mindset. So, Ego, congratulations for what you accomplished. This is a great victory for you, and you still more to get there. And I'm sure you're going to get there. Just right now, go one day at a time and consider what you're doing. You're doing a perfectly a great things right now for your life, and you're going to realize there's going to be the more benefit a long term for your life. So, very proud of you, my friend. Keep up with your great works and believe of yourself, first of all, and consider what you're doing, my friend Egola. Would you make an offer for Robinson N26 for me? I don't. And the reason behind that is because it's another it's another forward, a 5'9". Montreal Canadian is already packed of the people like Gallagher. We talk about Caulfield. We talk about IHP. And, Zuski at 5'11", Jake Evan at 6 foot. I would not go that one over there. For my opinion, N26. Panigar is a good player. I think he will not push. We know KLS, the Detroit Red Wings, are the team really patient. Look what happened with Marco Casper, example, with other prospects they have. Nate Danielson would be another very interesting case. But I don't see Negar to jumping right away there for them. You welcome Eagle again, congratulations. He's a good size, KLS. He's a great mother. You're going to love him, KLS. He's a great phone checker. Uh, Look about what Andrew Kopp bring to your team, KLS. But this is a style of players overall. Now, he's better offensive side. You have a better hands. But this is the kind of player you're going to get with KLS, with Nigar. A better 200 play center. But again, really, really energetic with great for checking area of his game. You're welcome. Eagle, just do it. Exactly, Eagle. Well done, my friend. Apparently, the app active on Patrick Laney. Interesting to see that. Amadou signed with the Ottawa Senator. We're going to see another update on the contract, guys. The Vancouver Canucks signed Derek Forbert, I believe ex Boston Bruins, signed a 1 year contract at $1.5 million, 32 years old, left defenseman. We know now Boston with Zadorov. Forbert have no spot for them. Michael Amadio, like Adam said, with Ottawa Senators, signed a 3 year contract at $2.6 million. Michael Amadio, bottom six players with the Vegas Golden Knight. You're welcome, KLS. Ab will have a long term, have a $20 million on the cap space with 4.2 remaining plus the Warwick Amir Sava of next year. Yes, the USB, but you have to put the money on Sikorsky and you have to put the money on Caden Cooley next year, USB, and plus the Harris and the rest of the players. Nashville Eagle got Stamkos. He got a 4 year contract at $8 million Eagle. Now for Laney, guys, I think if they can get a returning money or something like that for Laney, I think it could be a good deal for the Montreal Canadiens. But it's not my best my favorite players to get there. Exactly, and 26. That's exactly what I just said. Parce que said on the intéressant que Vegas did not really have. Nozen now with the New Jersey Devils. Nozen play a big role with the Carolina Hurricanes the last couple of years with Martinook at the bottom six. That's a good deal for New Jersey to bring New Jersey. In the last 2 years, they lost Mike Woods, one of them at the bottom six. It's curious because Summer went from the no state income tax to another in Tennessee. I think for me, KLS, I said that today to an tap. I think the Montreal Canadiens, they use the Montreal Canadiens. The fact Tampa Bay Lightning to fly to Nashville is really easy. Like you can fly for 45 minutes, you're from Nashville straight. I don't know if his family is going to move in Nashville. Stanko with his kid are really, really involved with Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa. I think he could stay there, the family, and him to travel Nashville. But now he's signing a 4 years contract, so I think the family will follow him in Nashville and keep anyway his family over there in Tampa. I'm talking about the dad, the mom, everybody else. So that's the reason I believe it was for him to be close to them. Probably like me, it was honestly Nashville. Now this is only what I'm thinking, but it just makes sense to me to see that KRS. Shane Walker is going to be with Kane. That's a good deal. We know Walker is not a big defenseman, but the fact they lost Petche, Marco, and Sekech, that's a good deal for them. Now, the New Jersey, Mark, don't need anything. Like when I said don't need anything, you always to try to improve your team. But at this moment, they have two good goaltender, veteran goaltender, Jake Allen and Max Strom. Look about the defensive. Yeah, no spot for Kovacevic right now. That's crazy. If you think about the Hamilton Pesce on the right side, right? And then on the forward, um, I think with what he got already with Timo Meyer and the rest of the Jack Hughes, I think for me, I would say, uh, Mark, to stay healthy. We know last year, Jack Hughes, Hamilton, missed a ton of game last year. So I think for me, that would be the way I see that. We still have Tarasenko, guys. We still have Adam and Rinky. Two players right now did not have no contract. All right, I'm sorry about this, KLS. Go get the C in Tampa? That's a really interesting question, KLS. For me, it would be between Brandon Point and Victor Edmond. No, Marco, not a lot worse. I don't think so. They would be at the same level, but I don't think so worse. For me, Marco, um, they still have, at, for me, Marco, they cannot lose Martin Nikas right now. That would be open the door for them to sit with him to say, look, now Guentzel is gone. We're going to give you a top six uh, role with a team. We know they have Chevnikov and Ao for sure. Terry and Evan play most of the time on the bottom line, on the bottom six, third line. I think they're not going to be the same level on the defensive. Now, my biggest problem is they still find like Brent Burns is getting to be old. Does not play the same level this year. They gave a lot on Slavin. So the defensive will be a little bit worse. The offensive side overall will be a little bit worse. And then the goaltender is still the same with Anderson between the pipe and with Kuchikov. So you put this all together, lower, but not very bad. They're going to make the playoff. I think they're going to fight on the second spot or the third spot and the standing with the New Jersey Devils, in my opinion, on that. I think the Rangers right now, they still be on the top, fighting more with the Devils. Great point, Hughes. If Hughes cannot find a trade for Anderson, one most team are overspending, he will never be able to trade Anderson. Well, I think he will wait next year, in my opinion. And everything could happen. M26. Great point, KLS. Mark, I agree with you about that one. Um, They still have a good team, but I don't think it will be a great point about that. Still no Goaltender in Carolina. Yes, Eagle signed a contract at $7.1 million with the Kraken. Eagle. A little bit higher what my expectation. Edgar Tap said $7 million yesterday. I was expect 6 to 6.5. Good for him, for Monto. But again, July 1st look like they can spend more money. Francois Pitt, the situation with KK did not turn around right now. Still, hopefully, like in some of the have a difficult year last year in the NHL, it could be a year where he can remember and then move on to become the Kokonami we did got 2 years ago. We know 2 years ago Kokonami have about 45 points, I believe, and I think he could become that kind of player if he play at the level he's supposed to play. But it's not guaranteed for that one, Francois. Spent 8 years 8 years at $4.5 million, I believe. It's not a ton of money, but they should get better in return for the money at the end. Casey the Smith signed a contract. Oh, the backup now, the Dallas Star. Um, Edgewood is going to be free. Signed a 3 years contract at $1 million for Casey the Smith with the Dallas Star. Matt Krejcik, the ex-Boston Bruins, signed a contract with the Pittsburgh Penguins, a 1 year contract at $2.7 million. Pittsburgh finally get a move. Travis Boyd signed with the Minnesota Wild for a 1 year contract at 7.75. Travis Boyd did it. And 26 Jarry, unfortunately, he signed a big contract, right? You still have like a 5 or 6 year contract he signed last year. They will try to move him for sure. They gave money to Nikolkovic for a contract, but you're absolutely right about this, and 26. Mark, they have now, now Mark, remember, Teravainen and Guentzel are winger. The line of they believe the line should be RO at the middle of the center RO with Kokanemi, Jordan Stahl. That was the expectation. But now with Guentzel, I think Martin Neches is the really one need to take advantage of the departure of Derevenen and Guentzel. Mark. Great point, USB. I think that will secure the bottom six for them. Yeah, and 26. He signed, I believe, a 5 years contract last year, right? Mark, people asking me all the time. I thought he should make that trade. In my opinion, Mark. Um, why? Because he's only 22, 23 years old. I think he still have some potential there. If they can trade a player like Iris Strabo to the Rangers, I think I would make that trade. But I would not spend too much on Kako. I have my own reservation about him. Example, I would prefer to give a chance to Joshua Roy. But if the cost is really low, Mark, maybe a third round pick with a defenseman like I just mentioned to you, I would be willing to do it. But the Rangers still believe maybe, like they did with Lafreniere, to give another opportunity. He resigned the same amount of money on the salary cap, a 1 year deal at $2.4 million. It was RFA for that. Jerry, welcome back from Sweden. Well, Baron is a RFA. He got an offer from the Montreal Canadiens, so They have to have an agreement before they go on the salary arbitration with Jakai. So just a question of time. I think with the departure of Kovacevic, and now that open up now the opportunity for the Montreal Canadiens to keep a little bit longer Justin Barron. Peter Poissonneau, thanks so much to be with us. Don't forget to click on the likes, everybody. Will Montreal be looking for a size a Gretz next year in the draft? Peter, depend on the departure, but if you look about what they at right now, I still believe they're going to targeting more a winger. And I'm already working on the 2025 NHL draft, guys, to just stir up the pot what we got. The forward will be really good. The defense guy is really poor next year, so they have a lot of great forward on the NHL draft. Depend what you're going to select, but again, I think Montreal is going to try to get the best player available. Said that, if they have a chance to get a little bit more a winger, a big size, that would be something they're looking for, Peter. And hopefully Montreal is going to be on the top 10 selection again next year for the last time. After that, I'm not worried about after that. I think Montreal should try to get at least another good player, top 6 at the NHL draft 2025 to really mold everything together. Now you have Sikorsky 2 years ago. Then you get, of course, Demidov this year. You get Michael Edge on the 21st overall pick. This is a 3 great additional on the forward. Of course, they have David Rebacker. They got, if you have lucky, they got Reinhart last year, the year before that, to add a Montreal Canadian on the defensive side. So plus they got Jacob Fowler. Owen Beck. So put this together. I think Montreal is a one player draft wise top 10 next year to get something great and to put everything together. Mark, yeah, they got only one player now. They just gave a contract to Matt Krejcik. I don't think so. And 26, Justin Barron is available. The Kraken get Chagler at Stephenson A2. Really interesting about that one. The Kraken spend their money at the right spot, I believe. They add right now. Wow, I do not have the deal yet, but Zach Ashton Reeves signed a contract with Vegas Golden Knight, Adam. 1 year deal at 775. And then Scott Wedgwood signed with the Nashville Predator. Interesting deal right there, guys. A 2 years contract at $1.5 million. So this is the end of Dave Riddich. Not Dave Riddich. Is it Riddich? I don't think so. Riddich was with the Kings. So deal with Wedgwood. Great move for the Nashville Predator. We know they are Askarov, but we'll see what's happening there. It's a good deal, Adam. He is a really good oriented bottom 6. You think about the departure of William Carrier. I think it's a good fit to get him that role with the Vegas Golden Knight, Adam. 7 years for Chandler Stephenson. Wow. Ottawa Senators got Nick Jensen from the Washington Capitals. Interesting trade. They add Mike Amadio, David Perron. We're going to be back tonight, guys, at 8:30 p.m. Go to review a bit more the UFA, what's happening today. We're going to talk about what's going on. Then we're going to talk about Montreal Canadiens and their development camp happening start tomorrow to conclude. And then after that, we're going to take a couple of days off. For me, I need that for my health and for everything. So I will take off for maybe 1 or 2 days before to come back. But expect a little bit off summer a little bit more quiet for sure. Guarantee will be live every Sunday night and maybe 2 times per week as during the week if we have any development for the Montreal Canadiens. But we'll be definitely be active anyways during the summer. Really happy. Ad are not doing anything. Stay on the course. I agree with you, A2. And 26, I agree with you. You are right about the team. The term been too long for us. Yeah, that's the point behind that. Again, that will conclude the show tonight, guys. For me, it's tonight. You guys, it's afternoon. It's about 12:30 a.m. here in Vegas, in Thailand. And I'm going to go to bed for at 1 o'clock and then wake up at 5 a.m. like my normal routine. So I'll be at the 4 o'clock. We'll be back tonight. Tonight at 8:30 Eastern Time. Join us. Going to review everything happens. Something good, more deals going happening for the next couple of hours, guys. And I'm going to give you a little bit more what happening for the Montreal Canadiens. And hopefully you're going to join me tonight. And we'll see what happening. Happy Canada holidays today. For the other people live in Canada and take advantage of that holidays to be your family and friends. And then for the people in USA, it's coming July 4th, the next couple of days, another celebration of the Independence Day and USA. And born in Canada, live for over 25 years and the USA, so I know exactly those 2 days. And then in Thailand, we have holidays every week. What a great episode of the Hockey Nation. Don't forget to click on the like before you leave the building. We want to thank everybody to be at the shot. It was a pleasure to be with each one of you to just see the pot what's going on around the NHL. So a ton of money, guys. And right now, 73 signature, 196-year contract, $205 million and $64,107 on the total cap hit. And finally, they have the full contract together, $735 million. What I can say. Right? Thanks again to be with us. Of course, we want to remind everybody, guys.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Absolutely, you have greatness inside of you for each one of you. Thanks to be with me today. I look forward to see you until the next time. Tonight, hopefully see you 8:30, talking more about hockey. You guys, you are really great, grateful and thankful to have each one of you. Until then, my friend, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate what? Yes, it is the second half of 2024. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, everybody. See you tonight at 8:30. And of course, the Hockey Nation, I just want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow night. See you tonight. Confusing. Isaac Calabro. Hopefully see you again, KLS. Thanks so much, Patrick Lawhite, to be with us today. 6.25, guys. That's a lot of money for Stephenson. I'm sorry about that, but too much for me. Thank you, KLS. Oh. Booyah!